Greetings, YouTube. Happy month of September. I feel like, at least for me, August flew by pretty fast. And let's be real, September in Marvel Contest of Champions is one of the highest hyped up months ever when you consider we have Professor X, the floating version, and Apocalypse both as new champions into the contest. And so we do have those September Catalyst daily cards, which is always fascinating to me because these things used to be so common, but when the Glory Store made its changes for uncollected and above, Catalyst became so easy to get, especially when you combine another huge pro player move by Kabam to give Cavalier players a free Tier 2 Alpha just for logging into the game every month. You just got to a point where these Catalyst daily cards, you really, if you're patient, just don't have a lot of motivation to buy them. And so we look at something like this $10 Catalyst daily card, which gives a combination of Tier 4 class Catalyst fragment crystals and a Tier 4 basic with enough for 2 Tier 4 basic worth of shards by the end of the month, as well as 3 Tier 1 alpha and 500,000 gold. And I'll say the gold is the most impressive part of this deal. It's $50 worth of gold based off of what Kabam normally gives. And so I can see people being tempted to buy this for the gold by itself. I wish there were 5 Tier 1 alphas because that's how much you need to take a 5-star up a rank. The Tier 4 basics, it would be nice if you could have seen 2 of these and then 3 of these guaranteed for a total of 5, which is what you need to take a 4-star to rank 5. And this is probably targeting summoners that need to take 4 stars to rank 5. And then on top of that, these Tier 4 class Catalyst fragment crystals are like the fortune cookie that comes with the check. They should be free. They are not factored into the bundle or the grade because they are pretty much useless if you need to take a 4-star or especially a 5-star and form enough Tier 4 class catalysts to rank them up. So, the gold, there's an A value for gold. There's probably a D plus value of Tier 1s and a straight up D minus value of Tier 4s. So when you combine all of that into one grade, I think it's like a generous C. It's a C just because of the gold. If the gold was not part of this deal, I would give it an F. But when you can factor in the gold and then also how hard it is sometimes to get Tier 4 basic and Tier 1 alpha, I can see why people would be tempted to buy this. And when I give something a C, that actually is a green light for somebody who needs those resources. It's an average deal, but it's not a below average deal. It's just, it's an average deal for 2020. Okay, now we're going to jump to 3 times the price, and that's the $30 unless you live in a country that is not America. And the value, unlike, say, Europe, in places like London, is worse. You're going to be paying a lot more than $30 for the conversion rate and tax. But we now get more Tier 4 class Catalyst fragment crystals, which, again, big deal, very easy to get. A fully formed Tier 2 alpha by the end of the month. So 1,200 Tier 2 alpha catalyst fragments every day. 2 Tier 4 class catalyst selectors. This may play a role in some people looking to take Magneto up, and I am looking to take him to rank 5 very soon on my account myself, because you do get to control, aka select, the class of your choice. So maybe that's going to be a popular mutant. I don't know. And then you get half of a Tier 2 alpha. I was really hoping that it would have been a fully formed. If you could make this 2 Tier 2 alpha for $30 and you can keep the price down to $15 per, that would be pretty awesome. 5 Tier 1 alpha, which is what I hoped the right side deal would be. But keep in mind, you get 3 Tier 1 alpha for $10 or 5 Tier 1 alpha for $30. Kind of a ripoff. And then, what? Are you serious? For 3 times the price, you're getting 200,000 less gold? I feel like somebody messed up and this was supposed to be 50,000 gold, but they kept it at 500,000. That literally makes 0 sense. And when I say sense, I also mean the C-E-N-T-S word. It makes no dollars, no sense. Isn't that bizarre? I've never seen that before. This should be at least 1 million gold based off of the price of the right side deal, unless this is some visual glitch and it's actually 50,000. Wow. What an absolutely bizarre way to grade this. given that we have seen Tier 2 Alpha for as cheap as $10 a piece, and this is going to give you 1.5 along with 2 Tier 4 class catalyst selectors, and I really wish it could be 3 because that's also how many Tier 4 class catalysts you need to take, say, a 4-star to rank 5 or a 5-star to rank 3. I think this is a much worse value, especially when you factor in the gold. I'm stunned by that. I'm going to give it a D+. Yeah, D+ in 2020. If you're uncollected and you can wait, heck, for $5, right? For $5, if you're Cavalier, you could get those 3 Legends crystals last week, and twice on those days I got 2,000 glory, which gave me more than a free Tier 2 Alpha worth of glory for $5. So we've just seen a much better version. Okay, now the Tier 5 basic daily card, which, keep in mind, for $50, if you're Cavalier, we just got 30,000 Tier 5 basic catalyst fragments immediately, plus the oh-so-important Tier 5 class catalyst fragment 10% selector. And yes, there was no Tier 2 Alpha attached with it, but that was the same price as this. Now we're getting 13,500 plus 13,500, so that's 27,000 exactly Tier 5 basic catalyst fragments, which is less than what we got immediately a couple days ago. 1 Tier 2 Alpha and then a second Tier 2 Alpha, which puts them price back up to $25 a piece, and the same amount of gold as the $10 offer. Again, literally makes 0 sense. If you compare this to the $50 asking price of a couple days ago and you're Cavalier, there's no freaking competition. When you consider the Glory Store changes and how the game's evolved, I got to give this a D-. I can't give it any higher than that. If this was $30, now you're talking, but it's $50. I think this should be $30. This should be maybe $20. And I actually think the $10 price tag of this one's fair. I would just add a couple more Tier 1 Alphas and maybe one more Tier 4 Basic. But let's see if it's a glitch or not. Let's just go to the information on this because I just don't understand the math at all of that. 500,000 gold, 300,000 gold, 500,000 gold. Unbelievable. Somebody explain that to me. I don't understand it. All right, well, there are your grades. Believe it or not, I can't remember the last time I said this, but the best one is the $10 offer. It gives you the same amount of gold for $10 that you get for $50, and it gives you 200,000 more gold for 3 times the price in this middle deal. Unbelievable. Either way, for a month that has so much hype, I'm sure there are people out there who wish that this could have been 6-star shard daily card with maybe some generic 6-star signature stone once per day like we saw in July, I think. But when you have catalysts now, they're just not nearly as in demand as they used to be because of the awesome Pro Player Glory Store changes and the monthly calendar. So, yeah, they're all overpriced. And the gold disparity, I can't explain that. Just get the $10 one if you need gold. 500,000 for $10? Yeah, I'll do that and just take the other items as a bonus. But everything else, like the great Randy Jackson once said, it's a no for me, dog.